everyone, welcome to another edition of PaperRenee.com, and today we are going to make a Easter card. I know it's kind of early. Easter is later this year. It's at the end of April, but I'm just in that mood. We've all been kind of cooped up here in the house because of the snow, and this is the first couple hours I've had to myself because everybody's finally either went back to school or back to work or whatever. So I've been listening to praise and worship music as loud as I can and trying to get inspired, and so this is kind of what I just felt like doing. At Christmas, Walmart had these Lite cartridges on sale as part of Black Friday, and I'm always making cards for people at church, and so I thought it would be a fun thing to get, and this is the first time I've really looked at it that close. And one of the images is, where'd it go? The bad thing about these solution cartridges is sometimes it's kind of hard to find the image you want. Well, I'll just show you what I cut out, actually. I cut out this Christ image, which I think is hard to see on the black. There we go. I cut this out at 3.5, and I cut the background out also at 3.5. And it kind of makes a little border around it, which I think is kind of a cool look. This paper is more of that basic gray Kioshi paper pad, which is beautiful for spring. And I've been just looking through it, kind of getting ideas of things that I'm going to make with this over the next few weeks. So you'll see that again. I cut this out, and I also cut out the saying, "He is risen," because it's going to be an Easter card. And if you are a Christian, then that is the whole point of Easter to you, so, and like it is to me. And so there it is. Now, it was supposed to be one cut all in itself, and it was, but I used some more of that Kioshi paper, which is a little bit thinner. I cut this at 2 inches because I wanted it to fit on my card, and it does, but it, even slowing the machine down, it tore pretty good, but I'll be able to glue it all together. And that's a tip. If you're cutting something really intricate using thinner paper, slow your speed down. I usually cut with the speed high and the pressure high, but I slowed it way down so it wouldn't tear as much. And it also probably tore because I just, without thinking, tried to just rip it off of the page. Okay, the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this together. And this has a lot of smaller pieces, so I'm going to be using this Tombow Mono multi-glue. I put this white blank piece of paper under it so it won't get all over my mat. Okay, I have this glued together right here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue on the letters. Put this here so I can kind of see where I want to put them. And again, I'm going to use the Tombow Mono multi-glue and get these glued on. Here's the last little bit. And again, when I cut it, it should have all been in one piece, and it would have been if I cut it bigger, and it would have been if I had used thicker cardstock, but that's alright. Okay, there's the words glued on. That paper is so pretty. Okay, now we're going to put this on, and I'm just going to use my ATG 714. Alright, let's glue this down right here. Now, the next thing I want to do is I would like to add, these strips of pattern paper from that same collection, just to add a little more color. I left them long purposefully because I wasn't sure just how I wanted to do it. I want this one in the middle, probably right about there. Okay, so I cut that down, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch holes at the end because I'm going to put some of these little mini tiny brads. Now see, this is where I made kind of a boo-boo, but this is where it's going to be okay. Can't tell, but I didn't get it very even. But I'm going to use these little green, I don't know if they call those micro brads. I don't know, because they're really tiny. I'm going to put one in each end. Okay, now, there that is, and I can tell Got glue all over. There we go. See, I got this one a little too long. That's fine. Just take our scissors and snip it off to make it even. Can't mess it up. Okay. I'm going to put this on here with dimensionals so it will, the brads won't make it overly bumpy. And since it's so thin, I'm going to cut these down a little bit. Okay, there's that put down. Another variation you could have done was glued it down flat and then put the brads all the way through the card to the inside too. That's certainly okay to do it that way as well. Now, my other little pieces, like this, I'm going to make a little bit shorter. I'm going to make both of them the same size. And it's not exact. You can just kind of do it looks good to you. Might even be fun. I'm going to do it this way. Is I'm going to cut them at an angle. Just to add a little interest to it. Okay. And again with the Tombow Mono glue. Okay, there we go. And now the last step is I'm going to use my corner rounder. And I'm going to round these corner edges off. Okay, there we go. There's our card for today for Easter early. And I hope you enjoyed this, and y'all have a great week. Bye.